please welcome to the stage the fantastic Ruby West.
Thank you, hello, well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for staying up in such a rough night. I know, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying up for late night comedy. I did have a word with our wonderful, lovely, gorgeous cruise director, Emma, before I did this show, and I said, Emma, it's late night comedy, what can I get away with? And she said, well, really, just remember it's P&O, and as long as you don't swear too much. So welcome along to Emma's fucking leaving do. No, hey, I've had a fantastic time on board. I've really enjoyed myself, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a cracking crowd, and it's cheered me up no end because I'm having a few problems at home, to be honest. Me and the wife's not getting on. I know. All started about 6 weeks ago, you know. I was sitting on the end of the bed pulling my boxes off, and she went, you know, you spoil them dogs. I took them out for a late night walk. What's the matter with you? No, actually, I am having a few problems. Just before I came away, I had the house broken into. And I was in a nightmare. Do you know, they've never stolen anything else but the remote control for the TV. What a bastard's trick that is. Do you know what they do now? Fucking drive past the house and switch it over while I'm watching Match of the Year. Because let's be fair, fellas, that remote control, that's the last bastion of male machoism, isn't it? It is, man, it's the only power we've got left in the house. I wish you'd get remote control for life, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Come in pissed from the pub. Your wife comes down the stairs. Where the hell do you think you're being now? Fucking mute. I'll talk to you later. Even better if you get a remote control for sex. Lads, we'd never go out, would we? Remote control for sex, it's all there, girls, all there. Everything we'd ever need, it's all there. Fast forward, rewind, it's there. Be there all night, fast forward, rewind. Different combinations as well. Fast forward, rewind, fast forward, rewind. Adjust the tracking. You know, sometimes as fellas, we get carried away, don't we, in the throes of passion. We could control ourselves when we have remote control. Maybe there with your loved one, fellas, be like, I love you, fast forward. Oh, you beautiful rewind. Oh my God, I love you. Fast forward. Oh, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Oh, fucking pause. Pause. Time is it? Pubs open, bollocks reject. Great, wouldn't it, lad? Hey, you can put the timer on and shag it while you're out. We try and keep up, don't we, with these girls, lads? We try and keep up, man. We haven't got a clue. We can't keep up. We don't know what they want. You know what I mean? We don't know what they want. We can get turned. The thing is, the reason is, we can get turned on anyway. That's the problem. Lads can't get the internet. Do you know what I mean? Sex, there's that. Written sex on the internet. Internet sex ruins relationships, you know. I'll tell you what, it's knackered a couple of keyboards in our house as well. Because fellas of a certain age, we didn't have the dark web, we didn't have internet when we were kids, you know what I mean? We didn't have that. All we had was maybe we'd find a magazine under a bush. Wouldn't we, lads? And it would have bushes inside as well. Hasn't pubic hair gone out of fashion? Women are not having it anymore for the pubic hair thing, they're not. They're doing things. They're getting bejazzled. Whatever that is. And they're having like the flags of nations. Like a Brazilian, which is apparently just a line at the top, like that. And a German is a little tash at the top. because we didn't have it, did we? Now, and we had, also we had sex lines. Remember them years ago? Hey, well, we didn't have mobiles, but you had to ring from home. Sex lines. Talk dirty to a woman over the phone. How come when a man talks dirty to a woman, it's sexual harassment? Woman talks dirty to a man, £3.5 a fucking minute. It's not fair, is it? Do you know, I tried one of them sex lines just for research purposes. I did. I had to know what I was talking about. And I was working in Edinburgh at the time. I had a lot of time to kill before the gig on the night. So I walked to Edinburgh and I kicked the car on the road and it spun over. And there's a picture of a naked woman. I thought, what's that? So I swooped down, picked it up, and I've read it. And it's got the French connection. If you French kissed over the phone, ring Madame Fifi anytime, number at the bottom, picture of her. I thought, I'll try that when I've got a minute. So I got myself a minute. And I've rang the number. This voice has gone, hello, hello? This is Madame Fifi's sex lines. All of our girls are busy at the moment. Please start wanking somebody with you shortly. I'm in a queue. So I'm hanging on, listening to ABBA. Halfway through Voulez-Vous, the phone's clicked, she's on the line. She's gone, so to keep you waiting. She said, I am Madame Fifi herself. All of my girls are busy. I'll take this call personally. I thought, shit, I've got the boss. I said, go on then, Madame Fifi, I've never done this before. She said, no problem, my darling, I'll guide you through. She said, but first of all, what sexy attire do you want me to be wearing for your fantasy? I didn't expect the quiz. I had nothing worked out, I just blurted it out. I said, Winnie the Pooh 90. Shit, man, what have I said that for? I thought, I'll have to pick it up now. I said, Winnie the Pooh 90, love, but furry thong and flip-flops. She went, so you're kinky? I said, no, I'm fucking homesick. She said, I'll see what that can do. She went, while I'm off the phone getting changed, I want you to remove every item of clothing you are wearing. I said, I can do that, love, no worries. She's gone off the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Bit peculiar, actually, because I can hear her in the distance washing up and smacking the kids. But I thought, stick it out. Right? After about 5 or 10 seconds, I can hear her come back to the phone. I can hear her flip-flops flapping. Right? Her flip-flops flapping. Don't know what you were, love. She picked the phone, she's gone, are you knackered? I said, I've had a hard day, thanks for asking. She went, no, are you knackered? No clothes are knackered. I said, oh, knackered. I said, as a matter of fact, I'm stark knackered. She said, right, we'll begin, do what I'm doing. She said, I'm gently rubbing my hand up and down the inside of my knackered tie. I said, I've took my tie off. She said, look, my tie between my, you tie between your love machine and your knee, the tie. I said, oh, my tie. So I've got the phone, I'm thinking, crack on. I said, I'm doing that. She said, right, with my other hand. She said, I'm gently caressing my knackered tatties. And she's making fucking chips while she's talking. Can you laugh a bit quicker? I'm trying myself on here. Can you laugh a bit quicker? I've got a bird on here. Right, anyway. I said, I'm doing that. She said, right, with my other hand, I'm gently caressing my knackered tatties. I want you to caress your knackered chest. I thought, shit, I wish I had hands free. Hang on. I said, I'm doing it. Hello? Phone's gone quiet for about 10 seconds. Suddenly she's back on the line. She's giving, she said, oh, mon chéri, oh my darling, I am having an organisation. I nearly had one as well before the bastard coppers dragged us out the phone box. So I thought, obviously, you've got to be on your own for this shit. So I did the show in Edinburgh, I got back to the hotel room they put me up in, I locked the door, emptied the minibar for a bit of Dutch courage. I stripped off, I got on the bed, I rang the number again. Sure enough, hello, I said, skip all the hello bollocks and listen to me now, right? I'm not a first timer, I'm a second timer, and I'm already fucking starting knackered, so don't start that shit, right? I'm lying on a hotel bed in Edinburgh, I've got your dirty picture in front of me, all I want you to do is tell us all the dirty things you want to do. I'm talking bondage, leather, rubber, whips, all of the lot, come on you dirty bitch, start talking. And this voice said, can you press 9 for an outside line, please? We drop ourselves in it, fellas, and all we're trying to do is get a bit of love, a bit of affection, a bit of time, that's all it is. I mean, the thing is, we'll try anything as well, lads, don't we? We'll try anything. You know what I mean? Once it starts drooping and looking at your shoes. We'll try with drugs, you know, when that Viagra first came out. Viagra, eh? What a great name as well, isn't it? Viagra. That's to appeal to the fellas. Good name, Viagra. Sounds like a sports car, doesn't it? You can imagine it on Top Gear, the new Ford Viagra. 0 to rigid in 2.4 seconds. Big sprung down technique. But the thing is, you can get it everywhere now, get it all over the place. Anybody on it? Do you know, there never fucking is. There never is. The biggest selling pharmaceutical drug in the UK in the last 20 years, and not one person's taken it. Yeah, right. You get it everywhere now, get it everywhere, you know what I mean? They sell it on the ships, actually, you can get it off the doctor if you want. Apparently it's to stop the old fellas rolling out of bed when it's rough. You can get it everywhere. You can get it on the black market, dodgy Viagra. Watch what you're getting though, right? Because I've had some, and it is dodgy. I was at my local pub, right, about a year ago. I'm stood at the bar talking to a mate of mine. I said, you alright, mate? He said, nah. I said, tell me what? I said, what? He said, see that fella at the end of the bar, he's selling Viagra. I said, is he? He said, yeah. He says, I've got one. I said, we can get it over the counter now. If I could get it over the counter, I wouldn't need a fucking Viagra. I said, but this black market stuff, he says, no, I haven't tried it yet. He says, if you want one, you're over there. So what, the full length of bar? He's selling Viagra, mate. Then I said, I've got one left, you can have it, the fiver. I thought, fiver? Can't go wrong for that, man. Give him the fiver, right? Got the Viagra, rang the missus from the pub, I was that excited. I should never guess what I've just got. I've got a Viagra in the pub. I'm going to come round my news when I have a red session. She went, all right, wake me up. So I finished me off a lager. I got round home. And she wasn't downstairs. I thought she must be waiting upstairs for me. So I took the Viagra downstairs with a glass of water. Viagra, nah. Fucking dog worming tablet. Oh, you can laugh. I spent 3.5 hours dragging my arse up the lawn. Just wait a while to get that picture out your head. The only person I know who's took Viagra and owned up to me mate's grandfather, right? Archie. He was 84 years of age, got the best sense of humour in the world, man. I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago. I said, how are you doing, Archie? He said, hey, son! I'm absolutely fabulous. I said, you're fabulous, what's happening? He said, I'm getting fancied by my home help. I said, your home help, how old is she? He said, she's 41, son. I said, 41, you're 84, that could be fatal. He said, well, if it kills her, they'll send me a new one. I said, so it's a joke, is it? He said, no, it's not a joke, I'm actually getting fancy. I said, Archie, you're 84 years of age, she's a young girl for you, man. Tell you what you need to do, you need to go to the doctors, get yourself checked out, make sure you're fit enough. He said, that's not a bad idea, is that, my son? couple of days later, he made an appointment, he's in the doctor's. Right? Lights come up next, he's walked in. He said, "Doctor, bit embarrassing. What it is, I'm wondering if there's any chance you can lower me sex drive. I'm going to need it from here to here. For today." The doctor said, "Well, you're 84 years of age, you're in fantastic health. What I'm going to do, I've got a Viagra tablet here, I'm going to give you that, go away, have your weekend, but I want you I only back first thing Monday morning, let's say. I'll give you another examination, and if you're alright, I'll consider giving you a course." He said, "Oh, thanks very much." Gives him the tablet. Got the tablet, off he went at his weekend. 9 o'clock Monday morning, Archie's first one back in the surgery. Light came up next, he's walking, he's like this. The doctor said, "Oh my God, are you alright?" He said, "Oh, alright. What a weekend that was." He said, "I invited around Saturday afternoon. I thought, doll yourself up, Archie. I put my best pyjamas on. I took that Viagra. The bloody thing went through me like a Porsche. Even the pyjama cord went stiff." Say, "Man, I know you're worried about me, doctor, but I've got to say, I might be 84, but 7 times. Doctor said 7 times, a man of your age. Good God. I bet you've come for something for your back." He said, "I haven't. I've come for something for my wrist. The bastard never turned up." If you're gonna buy, God, warm in here. Tell you what, I'll have a little drink. Why not today? Cheers, everybody. Happy holidays. Yeah, man, all the best. Get in touch with yourself. Oh, I shouldn't drink, you know. Nah. No, once I start drinking, I can't stop. Went to the doctors, actually. I said, "Doctor, do you treat alcoholics?" He said, "Of course I do." I said, "Fucking brilliant. Take me out tonight, I'm skinned." Well, and I think we've got to go something, haven't we? You know what I mean? I know drinking's not good for you and smoking's not good for you, but you can't live forever, for God's sake. They're taking everything off us now, aren't they? You can't smoke in the UK, you can't drink, you can't eat red meat, there's something wrong with the vegetables. Do you know one of these days we'll all be lying in hospital beds dying of fuck all? That's what's coming. Stupid, man. Do you know what I mean? They'll be putting little things on the glass telling me what you does to you and all that and things like, you know. And I've tried, I'm even smoking, I'm getting there. I'm on the electronic cigarettes now. Costing me 62 quid a week. I keep fucking putting it out. Oh, I've tried everything, man. Tried everything, the packet, tried the patches, put them over my eyes, couldn't find me fags. I went to the doctors, he said, "Try when you're smoking after a meal." After a week, I was up to 40 meals a day. Even tried that thing where they stick needles in you. Heroin. That's where things in cigarettes. Come on, drugs. I don't like people who take drugs, like police and customs and excise. There's no pollution, is there? Is that your grass? Because you just pointed it here, you don't look like a police officer. You're not a police. Are you a police officer? Are you really a police officer? Are you a police officer? You are a police officer, aren't you? You're a police officer, I can tell. You're definitely a police officer. What's it like to be fucking interrogated if you are a police officer? Questions thrown at you, shithead. Right! No, I think the police do a fabulous job. Just fucking involves me too much, that's all. I got put away for something I didn't do. I didn't get the fucking getaway car fast enough. But the drugs are everywhere, man, and if you're a police officer, you'll know that. And they're in sport now. Athletes taking anabolic steroids. Make them go faster. And I think it's a new thing, athletes taking drugs. It's not new, man. It's been going on for years. They tried to get Linford Christie years ago, and he was never on anything. And he should have been, shouldn't he? Now, man, no wonder he won all them races. He had a fucking foot start. It's always the same on the commentary, wasn't it? Linford wins by a head. Pick his medal up and away to home. I don't watch athletics, you know, and I didn't watch the Olympics much because I don't understand athletics. I don't understand why somebody gets a medal just for jumping in a fucking sandpit. That's not a sport, come on. There's about 25 of them last all day jumping in the run, hop, skip, jump in the sandpit. Next one, run, hop, skip, jump and in the sandpit. And after all of that, you know, they pick one and he gets a medal because he's jumped the furthest. What a load of shit, not a sport. I'd probably watch it if they put a bit more in it, you know, like, I don't know, like, run, hop, skip, jump in the sandpit, have a shit, cover it up, make a sandcastle. Sport. I like my football and that, we've got the World Cup coming up shortly in Qatar. Whatever the fuck that is. We should have got it in England. We sent a great team across to try and get the work. David Beckham, lucky lad. And his missus, Victoria. Women don't like her, do they? They're not very keen on her, Victoria. You know what I mean? I like the both of them actually, you know what I mean? I like them both, you know. But the thing is, Victoria, she's behind all the stupid things that David's ever done because she's a fashion icon. She sent him to London, made him pay 300 quid in a top London salon for a skinhead. 300 quid for a number one. I wouldn't pay that for a 69. Another thing I've got against, I must admit, she's behind the names of them poor kids they've got. Why is it about stars, right? They get a few quid in the pocket, they have kids and they call them stupid names. I know what it's like to have a stupid name. Rudy. People say to me, is that your real name? Do you think I'm fucking Pickett? And the thing was, I couldn't argue because at the time my head was underwater. Then I've grown up on a North East Council estate with a name like Rudy. What a night, especially at Christmas. Every year, man. You know, I've got to say, what's your name? Oh, Rudy. Is it short for anything? Yes, Jeff. Fuck off and leave me alone, will you? Kick your go through with the stupid. That's why I feel sorry for the Beckham kids, you know what I mean? I mean, the latest one, they got Harper 7. I mean, that's a bog cleaner. What are you doing? The others fared a bit better, Romeo on it, and Cruz, and Brooklyn. Now, Brooklyn was apparently named after the place that conceived it, Brooklyn, New York. And it was a good job they didn't conceive in Peckham. Beckham. What she forgets, Victoria Beckham, she was a role model for young mothers when she had Brooklyn. So of course she, called the kid after the place she conceived in, and young mothers did the same. You can hear them now around supermarkets running after the kids. Are you not, ma? Benny dog, bring a Zura away here. Good job I didn't do that with my two boys. I'd have one called Bush Shell, that other one called Batter the Chippy. I've got two little boys, 6 and 3. Stupid names for kids, aren't they? 6 and 3. It's the wife's idea, she's a mathematician. She thinks numbers is as good as names. It's confusing now, else for me now. Especially nowadays, because our 6 is 4 and our 3 is 2.5. I'm telling you, confusion. When the wife was pregnant with our 3, she had a scan. She said, I've had a scan, they reckon they could be twins. She said, if it's twins, I'm changing none of my arrangements. I'm calling them both 3. I said, you can't do that, that'll be 6 and 2 3s. They get the piss took out of them at school. As it turned out, it was just the 1 over 3. So we've got the 2, 6 and 3. You keep up, right? I'll tell you how confused it gets. I had 2 donuts on the kitchen table the other day. Come out the garden, both the donuts gone. I thought, oh no, who's the gun it now? I shouted out 3 in the kitchen. 3! In the kitchen now. In the kitchen with his head down. I said, there was 2 donuts in there. They're both gone. Have you had them? He looked me right in the eye and he went, no, 816812. Took me a while to get it, and I fucking wrote it. No, tell a lie, of course I tell a lie. I've only got one boy in real life and his name's Ryan. Ryan. He thinks his name's pronounced Ryan! Nightmare now, man. When he was young, he was lovely. Young, he used to bring lovely things home from nursery for his mother, like chicken pox and nits. He's a teenager now, you see. Nightmare. The only reason me and the wife are still together is because none of us wants fucking custody. I mean, he can't empty a bin in his room, but he can empty the fucking fridge in 2 seconds flat. The hormones in the earphones have arrived, you see. Can't get through to him. Ryan. Take the earphones out. When you run. I said, I'm wanting to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going out where you're going, and I know when you're back, I'm going to clue who you're going with. It just ignores me now, you know. And I'm wondering, where's that time gone? How's that happened? One time I could just stick him in a pushchair, tie him in, and fucking take him where I wanted. Pick him up and carry him and move around and put what the clothes I wanted on and make him look like a prop. Now I can't do any of that. He's bigger than me, you know what I mean? Bigger than me. And I think, where's that time gone? And I look in the mirror and I think, look at that in the mirror. And it's a true fact, you know. It's a true fact. That your parents ruin the first half of your life and your fucking kids ruin the second. God, I've aged since I had him. I mean, look at this, I've got a sunroof. I know, do you know, I didn't even know I had that. I was stood in the bank one day. I looked up at the security monitor and I thought, look at how there's that bald bloke with the same jacket on as me. Turns out it's me getting old, man. Me, I'm getting dry dreams and wet farts. I mean, what the fuck is happening? I don't do drugs anymore. I get exactly the same effect, just fucking standing up fast. Everything's good. I'm losing hair off my head, but it's coming out of every other fucking orifice on my body. Places I don't need hair. Why do I need hair coming out my ears? Hair coming out my ears, hair coming out my nose. The other day, I woke up and I had a hair in my eyebrow and I got hold of it like that and it just fucking kept coming. I thought, where's that? Wasn't there the night before? I'm looking at it and it was quality hair as well. I could have pulled it out, stuck it in a strimmer and cut the grass. And I'm sure it was connected to the hair in my arse as well, because when I fucking tried to get it out, I'm like, God, it's great. My ears are getting bigger. Right? My nose is getting bigger. All the other extremities are getting bigger, apart from the fucking one I want. Shit, man. You know, like I said, my eyes are going, you know. Memory. I can remember jokes, but that's about it, man. Do you know something? I'm in the front room and I can think to myself, I want that, it's in the bedroom. Out the front room, up the stairs, got a big house. I'm now in the bedroom. I'm in the bedroom and I'm going, how the fuck have I come in here for now? No man, I was downstairs, I wanted that, I knew exactly what it was. I was on my way up the stairs and then I got in there and suddenly I can't remember where it is. I'm getting worried about myself. My mother used to say to me, always go back to the place you started and you remember. So I go all the way back downstairs now and I'm in the front room and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck am I coming here for? But I've got a bit of a tip for you. Right? I'm telling you, you've got a memory gland, right? And what it does is, it's buried in your arsehole. And it goes up the spine of your back, into the back, cortex of your brain, where all the memory is. I'm telling you, as soon as you go on it and sit on the sofa and go like that, oh, fucking hell, that's what it was. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's getting worse, man. And the thing is as well, like, well, as you're getting older, there's certain things happen to you, like you say, and you know, you've got to get used to it. And coming on ships as well, travelling around a lot, going all over the world doing things like this. Brilliant. I love it, but every now and again, you know, you have to go for the medical just to make sure you're fit enough to drown. And the last one I went on wasn't very successful, to be honest with you. I hadn't had one for ages, you know what I mean? And I went for the medical and that, and they did all the tests that they're supposed to do, and then the doctor looked at me and he went, Mr. West, we've done all the tests we needed to do. I said, oh yeah. He said, I'd just like to mention that you have some blood in your urine. And first of all, I panicked. I did panic, I must admit, I thought, it's got to be better than pissing your blood. You know, look at the bright side all the time. I said, well, what does that mean? He said, well, can I just ask, when was the last time you had a prostate examination? I said, I can't remember the last time I had one from standing up. He said, not prostate. I said, oh, well, you know, well, never, because your wife's not like that. Obviously, some of you are. I said, no, you know what he said? He said, well, okay, no problem at all, no problem at all. Let's get that out of the way while you're here. I thought, while I'm here, like, there's no fucking choice. Because so many people go, oh, I'll leave my arse there and I'll go for a coffee, I'll be back in a minute. Of course, you have to be there, right? Well, I was panicking by this time, and I'm checking out the girth of his fingers. You know, and he hadn't cut his nails. And I'm panicking a little bit. And then I thought to myself, pull yourself together, Ruby. Pull yourself together. For you, it's going to be a moment's embarrassment. For the doctor, he's got to see that finger every time he has a fucking sandwich. Pull yourself together. So I did. I said, right, doctor, yes, I'm ready now. What do we need to do? He said, right, if you'd like to remove your trousers and your underpants. I said, okay, where should I put them? He said, on top of mine. No, he didn't. He said, remove your trousers and your underpants if you'd like to take up the fetal position on the bed. So I removed your trousers and underpants, I put your feet on the bed, but apparently that wasn't enough. He said, no, you misheard me. The fetal position, like a baby in the womb. I said, oh, okay. I shuffled myself on the bed like that, and I'm lying like that in the fetal position, you know what I mean? And he stood that side, right? And I put my thumb in my mouth just for balance. I heard the gloves behind me. And then I heard. I thought, that must be gel coming out of the packet. Because the doctor wouldn't have farted, would he? And I was fucking airtight. Anyway. He leant over, he went, right, Mr. West, we're about to do the procedure now. I'd just like to mention it's quite off, but it's quite, you know, regular to get an erection during this procedure. So that won't be fucking happening that way. But I wasn't actually talking about you. Well, fellas, if there's any fellas out there urinating and there's something wrong, please go and get it.